You. All right, what's going on, guys? Beats by Lonze. We're back in the building. We are we are going to work on a we're gonna work on a chop today. We're gonna work on so I got my drum pads out. We're working on the MPC Studio Black. I think it's MPC Studio Black, I believe is what it's called. It's a controller running into my MPC software. And I think I want to change this kick though. So let's change this kick. Let's see if we can find a different kick. Dun, dun, dun. Hope y'all doing good. What's up, cuz? I see you. Thank you for joining. Thank you. I see you. I see you. I see you. So we're gonna search for kicks. Here we go. All right, let's find a different clap. The clap. That's a hi-hat. Let's try a different hi-hat. Not that one. Let's try this one. No, that's a hit. All right, so hi-hat. Dun, 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 dun. All right, so let's try that out. So we're gonna go about 175 BPM. That's what I'm thinking right now. That may change, but let's lay down some drums so we can get started. Undo what I just did on top of that one. All right, so number 2. Let's see what we got. Number 2. I'm gonna put a plug in. So I put in a sample in Serato Sample, and actually, you can see my screen right there. I got you. Let me undo that. did I just do? Let's go back to 1. There we go. All right, I think I like that. All right, cool. So let me chop that again, but this time I'm gonna chop it in the MPC. What up? What's going on? DMG, what's going on? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How y'all doing? All good my way, all good my way. Let's see if I can go back to the sample really quick, like number 2. Number 1. All right, so we got. Oh, it's in Serato Sample. That's why I'm looking for it. Like, where is it? It's in Serato Sample. So it is. Let's see if I can pull this sample back out of there. So DF8. So it's DF8. 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 There we go. All right, cool. All right, so let's close that. Let's go to 3. Go back to here. Back there. Go back to full samples. Go to 8. All right, cool. So let's go to mode and sample edit, and let's chop this bad boy up real quick, like, and let's make sure we are in manual chop. We'll leave that there. So we'll make this extract non-destructive convert new program, do it, and we'll go back home, main, and then we'll go and find it. Just there. Let's see how this sounds. That out. Let's find something else to change that drum sound out, because that's not gonna work anyway, and it's in my way. All right, so drums. Let's find us some drums. Oh yeah. Let's see what we got. So we're on number 4. All right. Gotcha. Find that pad, and we're gonna cut it down a little bit. There we go. I'm gonna find that. We're gonna cut it down a little bit. Cool. So we got that. So what we'll do is we'll go into the sequence, right? We're going to sequence, and we're going to double our sequence. So we're gonna double the length of our sequence, so it'll go 16 bars. Alright, cool. So we got, that's going to be our verse. So we'll label that as our verse. Alright, and so now we'll go and we will go back to our sequence and we will copy the sequence. And then we'll make another sequence. We'll make that our hook. So we'll copy the sequence and we'll make that our hook. And now we'll change the chops on hook. All right, so let's find our chops on hook. All right, so let's go ahead and delete all of that out of Serato Sample and re-chop these chops again. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. All right. Cool. So what we'll do is now we'll go to another track. We'll go to another track and we'll use a new plugin. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. What I want. Sky keys maybe? I don't know the key of that, but that's fine. We'll figure it out. So let's go to some leads. right, so let's remove that because I did too much. I was recording and I shouldn't have been recording some of these. So let's cut some of these out. Cut that out. Let's cut that out. And let's cut all those out. Dun, dun, dun. Cool. So we got our verse and our hook, and let's go to our intro. So our intro, let's make the intro not too much different than the verse. So let's go back to the verse, and let's actually before we go to the hook, okay, we got 16 bars on the hook. Let's go back to the verse. Go back to sequence. Copy sequence. I'm going to make this our intro. And we're going to take out our drums. So let's go back to our drums. We probably need to label this one as well. So this should be sample. All right. And then number 2 is our drums. So let's label that drums. Track 3 is our sample again. That's our sample number 2. So we'll name that sample 2-8 since it's 8. And then number 4 will be our 4. It should be empty. All right. So our intro, let's go back. Intro, we want to go to our drums. And we want to remove some of our drums. So let's remove all of the drums and start over. So cut and so let me go back. Cut. And it should have been, my note repeat should have been on 8. All right, so let's go back. All right, so this one will have 8 bars. We'll have 8 bars on our intro. And last but not least, we need to have, let's go to B. And let's find our kits, drops. There we go. Dun, 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 dun. All right, so there we go. Main. We want to be in the main. We want to drop our sample there.
Beats by Long Boy.
All right. So somewhere on the turnaround, I need something else. Somewhere on the hook, I need something else. Transients. Where is my transients? All right, so what we'll do is on B, we'll have some transients. So let's go to all kits, transients. There we go. Woo! I don't know. Well, it does work. Just in the wrong spot. All right. All right, so let's go back to the mixer too and cut that down. Dun 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 dun. Mixer, pad, mixer. Goodness gracious. Pad, mixer. We're in B, buddy. B, 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 B. And main. Maybe that may not be the right transient for that. So let's go to another one. Alright, cool. So we're back in our verse. Feel like I want to do one more thing. Feel like I want to do one more thing. Dun, 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 dun. Alright. Gotta get a little bit more movement up in this thing. So let's go to alright, cool. So let's go back. 5. Bum, 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 bum. Everything is beautiful. Let's see, what do we want? Let's try one more thing. So we want to go bass. Instruments, vintage. Let's see what the vintage violin sounds like. Nah, we don't want that. Sounded good in theory, but it sounds terrible in reality. Where are you at? There we go. So we got that. All right, let's go back out. So strings, maybe. I don't know about strings. For some reason, but it ain't gonna go. All right, so let's go here. so let's check it out. Let's see what we got. All right. Actually, let's go to song mode and build this out real quick. So we got our intro, we got our verse, our hook, verse and a hook. No breakdown, just straight up. Where did my drums go in the beginning of that? Let's go back. Dun, 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 main mode. Go back to my verse. So number 2 is my drum. So let's lay the drums back. Cool. Now go back to song mode. Song mode. Bum, 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 bum. Well, I think that called for a breakdown for that next particular section, but I'm gonna leave it as it is. So let me save the project, and we'll save this as need a break. Need a break, so I'll know that I need to come back to it. Need a break 25 and put a breakdown in it, but I think it's cool for now. All right, so let's go ahead and export to MP3. Export. Let's find our beat folder. So go back to beats folder 2025 beats and export. All right, guys. What's going on, Blatantly? I was thinking about you when I decided to go into Serato Sample, because I know you love to use Serato, and I don't typically use Serato Sample with MPC, with the MPC software. So I decided I'd jump in and use it today, and see what it does, because I use it on Maschine, but I never really use it on MPC. So I decided I'd do it today. So this is salute to Blatantly Blatant Network, because he inspired me to go into Serato Sample today and sample in Serato instead of straight through the MPC. So, but I did chop up the sample in the MPC too, for the second half. But so shout out to the chat, my cuz in the building, Keith, appreciate you. Beast by Wugga, DMG, Wally Dank, DMG, Big Rome, Purple Main, LaFlair, Blatantly Blatant Network, and everybody that's been here so far in the live cookup. So I think that's pretty much it for me today for this beat. I'm gonna move on to something else. Probably need to go work on the Key 61 or the Akai Force. I think that's gonna get a lot of my attention today. So appreciate y'all rocking with me. Make sure you watch another video on the channel. We're gonna run those videos up. Much love to y'all. Y'all have a good day, and I'll catch y'all out. Catch y'all on the next episode. So peace, peace.